I'm back. This is my video response to Blockbuster critics and True Setting You Free's ownership in regards to PC versus console gaming. And basically, console gamers used to own their games. They used to own their games, but now they don't. They don't own their games. Pretty much Nintendo and Microsoft, along with Sony, have total control of the gaming experience in regards to consoles. That was something that wasn't present before. And that was the thing. I mean, if you really look at it, PC gamers have never owned their games to begin with. Basically, they never were able to lend games. They were never able to trade, sell games. Basically, the only thing they could do back in the day was, well, play the game. But they did have a little bit of control of their gaming experience. The one thing that is true is that PC gamers have always owned their hardware. And that's the one thing that is true. I mean, you build that PC for gaming purposes or for gaming and video editing purposes. And that's the thing. Console gamers had never owned the hardware, but they were able to do whatever they please with their games. This generation, console gamers no longer own their games. Everything is under a freaking block by a bloody account. Plain and simple. And that's the problem right there. You saw it with the Wii U, right? With the Wii U, your account is tied to the console. What happens? Well, if the Wii U breaks, all of your Wii U games that you bought from the Nintendo eShop and pretty much your save game data is gone. It's pretty much gone. So that's the problem. So you have to remember that the PS3 and the 360 require for you to have an Xbox Live account, require for you to have a PSN account. What does that mean? It means that if you lose that account for any reason, you pretty much lose all of your data. Plain and simple. You lose your save game data, you lose your trophies or achievements, and you pretty much lose all the games that you bought from the PlayStation Store or the Xbox Live Marketplace. You have to know your account, or else and even renders your physical copy of games useless. Multiplayer wise, multiplayer wise. And that's where we live in. I mean, it has come to the point that you pretty much only like half a game or no game at all. What I mean by that is that the moment EA, Capcom, or even Naughty Dog, or any game developer shuts down the servers of, the online gaming experiences they provide for, say, games, that's it. Now you can no longer play that game online. Now you lost half of the game that you paid $60 for. That's the problem. And in the case with MAG, well, Super Interactive went under. You pay $60 for MAG, the physical copy of MAG, and now you can't play MAG no more because Super Interactive went under. And because Super went under, so too the servers went under. And because MAG didn't have an offline feature, now you can't play that game no more. So your $60, down the drain. That's what happened. Now you can't play MAG because there is no servers that allow you to play MAG. And that's the problem. So what happens if the single track or what have you shuts down the service for Warhawk? Well, you lost your money for Warhawk, and now you can't play Warhawk no more. It is like, can you play the online features on MGS4? No, because Konami shut down the servers. That is a big issue right there. It's a very big issue that many console gamers don't want to see. You lose half of your game right and then, despite the fact that you pay $60 for it. Back in the day, you own a full game because there was no online crapola multiplayer thingy-majingy. There was offline multiplayer for split screen TV, but that didn't matter because you could still lend someone a game, a full game. Now you're lending someone half a game. What I mean by that is that if that game has an online pass and you say, here, I lend you this game, that person, if they want to access the multiplayer portion of the game, he or she has to pay $10 for it. And in the case of the Xbox 360, right, they had to pay $10 for it, plus for Xbox Live Gold, which is so retarded, right? And here's the thing. If you go to your cousin's house or friend's house or whatever, and you bring your Xbox 360 but he or she doesn't own an Xbox 360, guess what? He or she has to go to the store, buy an Xbox Live Gold card, which could range from $10 or $5, hopefully $5, and come back to the house just so they can play online multiplayer because the bloody game doesn't offer offline multiplayer. And that's the problem right there with consoles. It's this bullshit crap that you have to deal with accounts now. I don't remember dealing with accounts back in the day. The other thing is, console gamers also lost offline replayability value. You see, this DLC content and what have you is simply this. Basically, they're charging you for stuff that used to be free. If you were to play Tekken, Street Fighter, I don't know, Killing Instinct, what have you, even Mortal Kombat, guess what? You were able to unlock characters free of charge. Now you have to pay $5 for it, or $2 for it. See the difference? Before you had to buy any racing game at all, guess what? You were able to unlock cars for free. Now you have to pay like $1, $2, $5 for the cars. And that's the thing. If you were play Crash Bandicoot, you were to collect the Coloroid games, you were to unlock secret chambers, and you were to unlock, you know, alternate levels that were more challenging than the original levels, right? Also in Spyro the Dragon, you're able to, you know, and enter into hidden areas and hidden levels, right? You have to play the Dooms or the Quakes on your console, even Dark Force on your console, you have to unlock alternate paths and what have you. Same thing for Crash Bandicoot, there were, you know, alternate paths and how they could take. All of that was free. Now they're charging you for it. You were to play Time Splitters, the original Far Cry, the Quakes, Dooms, even Unreal Tournament, your console, there was this thing called, or even Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, MTV Snowboarding, there was this thing called map editors. They traded in the map editors for map packs. Now you're paying for map packs. Whereas before, Kosoga used to make their own maps. That too has been taken care of. It's like, you know, it's pretty rare nowadays to see a map editor on a console. But they charge you for that now, and it also used to be free. You were to play Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, get a key right? The boutique, you could play dress up for Jill Valentine. In Dino Crisis, you had to do, for what you had to do, but it was possible to get different, costumes for your characters, free of charge, but now they're charging you for it. And that's the problem right there. They're charging console gamers for stuff they used to get for free. That is pathetic. Nowadays, and they used to unlock it by completing, all kinds of challenges or stuff that it was in the game or what have you. But now, for complete those challenges, you get a meaningless trophy or a meaningless achievement. There you go. Here's the other thing the console gamers lost that is hardly talk about, and that is mini games. Remember the fishing mini games, the card, the card-based mini games, the racing mini games. That too is freaking gone too. And I'm surprised the mini games don't see that. The mods go away. No, mods are still here for PC gamers. The map editors went away for PC gamers. No, the PC gamers still have plenty of map editors for the games. That is the difference. PC gamers did not lose mods. PC gamers did not lose the map editors. That is the difference. You can still mod your game and what have you. You can even mod Dead Island. And you see, the thing is the Steam makes everything so easy. That is the key difference. There's this thing called Steam Workshop, where you just click on the mod that you want for your game, where it's Skyrim, right, or the layer of Grimrock, and basically just choose the mod that you want, and you start playing. No optimizing, no searching, no dealing with malware, no dealing with the fact, oh, I got the wrong mod, no dealing with that, oh, the mod doesn't work. None of that. It makes it easier. And that's the thing. Here's another thing that Steam does besides the Steam deals. It's called the Steam Market. Basically, with the Steam Market, you can sell your DLC content, or you can create your own DLC content and sell it. Yes, part of the profit does go to Valve, but you still make money. You can't do that on the consoles. With Steam, there's this thing called Steam Greenlight. You choose the games that you believe that are worthy to be on Steam, or the ones that appeal you the most. And basically, you're helping Valve, get games that may make the service better, but at the same time, you're creating your own pool again. As a Steam member, you create your own pool of games, because these games were chosen by you, not by a corporation. That is the key difference. You see, when it comes to consoles, yes, you can buy the games you want, but those games were chosen by Sony. They were chosen by Microsoft. They were chosen by Nintendo. Basically, game developers, main priority is that they're not competing for your money. They're competing for the console manufacturer's approval. That is a key difference right there. When it comes to Kickstarter, and when it comes to Steam Greenlight and Steam Early Access, game developers are competing for the approval of the gamer. Do you see the difference now? Not the approval of the corporation. That is a key difference right there. You see, when it comes to Kickstarter projects, you, the gamer, promote the game. You fund the game. You input your ideas into the game. That is something that you can do right now only on the PC. Their Kickstarter projects are also DRM free, No Steam account required unless the gamer asks for it. Second of all, you can also play, say, Kickstarter games on a Mac, Linux, or Windows. Bam, you own the game. Basically, it's your game. And that's the difference. When it comes to Kickstarter or Early Access or Steam Greenlight, that's the thing. That game was chosen by the gamer, not by a corporation. That is the difference right there. That is a major big difference right there. You get all these games because these games are competing for your money. They're competing for the approval of the consumer. You see, that's the thing with consoles. You don't have that. Here's a perfect example. In Amongst the Sleep, they were saying, yes, we're planning to bring Amongst the Sleep to consoles, right? But we're dealing right now, we're talking, sitting down and talking with Sony to bring onto the PS4. That's the key difference, right? They're sitting and talking with Sony to bring onto the PS4. They're not talking with the PlayStation gamers. They're talking with Sony, not the PlayStation gamers. Do you see the difference now? That's the difference right there. And when it comes to Steam, you can burn the game to DVD9 format. What does that mean? The moment you burn your Steam game or the games that you bought on Steam to DVD9, that's the moment that you go from owning the license of a game to owning the game and doing whatever the hell you please. You don't have that with consoles. With console, you only own the license. That's it. That is it. That's a major difference. You have to understand that console gamers just own the rights and the license of the games and the rights of the console. But they don't own anything no more. They don't. It's like Blockbuster Chris said. Sony came in, took off OS, took off 2 USB ports, took off backwards compatibility. You have no choice. Microsoft came in and said, oh, we're shutting down the servers for the Xbox games. Was that approved by gamers? No, it was approved by Microsoft. Everything that happens on a console is done by the corporation with no input of the gamers. So what needs to be done is this. Console guys need to wake up. They need to wake up and fight back these corporations. Just like they did with EA. They finally forced EA to take off the online pass. Sure, it takes time, but that's what console gamers need to do. They need to get rid of online passes. They need to bring back map editors. They need to bring back those mini games. All of that is gone. But console gamers, they just fall asleep so much and they believe on a bunch of journalists that were bought and paid for by the corporations to begin with. That's why these journalists tell you that games were expensive back then. So that way you can, oh yeah, because the games were expensive right there, oh, I'm paying less for my game now. No, you're not. You're paying more. Back then you would get a full game. Nowadays you get, oh, just a fraction of the game. That's it. That is the key difference. That's the major difference. Look at the other difference. This, as a PC gamer, you're the consumer, you're the creator, you're the publisher. What I mean by the creator is that if you make a mod for a game and your mod is so popular, you can turn that mod into a commercial game. And once the commercial game becomes, you can sell it and make money. That's the difference. PC gamers make money. Console gamers lose money. Major difference. DRS, there used to be a mod for Half-Life 2. That modder is now selling his game. That modder is making money. Just like the modder for DayZ, they're going to make that into a retail game. Those modders are going to make money. So who has more control of the game experience? Who's the one that actually owns the game nowadays? PC gamers, not console gamers. Take it or leave it.